right, so the heavyweight division now, today. All right, so we got, actually a stablemate of yours, Tyson Fury, semi-retired, I don't even know what you want to call it.
Got to pull that 500 mil for him if you want to come back. Shoot. I wish I could say that.
Yeah, Alexander Povetkin. Oh, I'm sorry, Alexander Usyk. I apologize.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder supposed to be coming back later. Who's the cream of that division?
Well, I mean, if we're talking, if Tyson Fury's there, Tyson Fury's the cream. I've been saying it for a long time. I say with his size and athletic ability and skill, even though it may not look it, he's probably one of the most unassuming top athletes of all time because of his look. But he's giant, and he's still athletic, and he can fight from range. He can fight inside. He has a lot of different advantages that he can utilize. But he would be the cream, 100% of the crop. I think Alexander Usyk is right. He's in the conversation. Obviously, he's done great things at cruiser, and then on up to heavyweight. Obviously, now him beating Anthony Joshua, he wins most of the titles. And then you got to also speak about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, regardless of him losing to Usyk, still is one of the cream of the crop guys out there. And I think I heard some rumblings about Deontay Wilder being back into the mix a little bit. So he's, as much as I've always, I'm hypercritical, but I'm not of Deontay Wilder, because I feel like the biggest thing for Wilder is his awkwardness creates these opportunities for him to land that big right hand. And if he loses it and he tries to become so much more conventional, I think that takes away from the mystique of what he brings to the table. So him being awkward, I just feel like whoever trains him needs to focus on how to make his right hand more effective. Can't get much more effective than him knocking out almost every guy he's in the ring with. But what I'm saying is something that can make it more potent, to where they're not just not only worried about how deadly his right hand is, but how strong his left hook is, or how good his jab is. And now,
so basically, you're just saying he just needs another tool.
He just needs another tool
to help set up.
Okay. I think he also needs to work heavily on footwork and how to develop the necessary footwork to be to continue that elite level of where he's been. But still, I don't want to take too much away from the awkwardness, because some of that just adds to his game. So I can't, it's like you get in there with a conventional, normal, fairly talented guy. I always use Tomas Adamek, because when I fought him, I ended up messing up my bicep, tearing my bicep tendon, and had to fight with one hand for 11 rounds. And what made that possible is not just my skill level. Of course, that was a huge component of it, but it's knowing and understanding what Tomas was. You know what I'm saying? He was very, very basic. Now, if he had some awkwardness to him, it might have been a little bit more of a challenge, in my opinion, for me to win that fight, which I didn't win anyway on the cards, but I thought I did. But it's just he had no awkwardness to him. So for me to figure it out didn't really take that much. With a guy like Wilder, there's so much awkwardness and there's different wrinkles to his game, just make him like, and he did that nasty shit, like, and that worked, but that works. That's how it happens. There's still Andy Ruiz. Funny enough, Andy Ruiz and Ortiz.
They're about to fight. Yeah.
I don't know if Chris Arreola, I think he retired, right?
Yeah, I think wait. Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
He might have. If he didn't, sure. I mean, he's still out there. I mean, you got the guys from the UK. You got Joe Joyce. You got and one of the guys just won a title. Daniel Dubois just won a title. So.
Yeah, won the regular. And you got Philippe Herkovich, Jared Anderson. So
Jared, I can't forget Jared. I think he's one of the best prospects.
Frank Sanchez.
Frank Sanchez is still out there. Frank Sanchez might shoot himself in the foot. He got to be a little busier though. He got to be a little more. And I'm saying that I'm one of the ones that was always so judicious with my boxing game. But I think with him, he moves too much, and he's not putting yourself in position enough. Whether you could be judicious with your punches, you could be careful with you could be, you can be on the low end of punch output, but you still got to put yourself in position even to land a shot or two. And I think with him, sometimes he literally lands a shot or two, and that's all you're going to see the whole round. And he wins because of his ability to get around the ring and Cuban background. But you don't want to take away from the sport too much. Even Floyd would do a lot of moving, and even Larry Londiar would do a lot of moving, but they were putting their hands on you a lot more than he does. And yeah, he's in the heavyweight division, but he has to make himself a more appetizing fighter for people who want to see.
Now, speaking of the big four, Usyk, Wilder, Joshua, Fury, who have you shared the ring with?
Of course I
sparring.
Yeah. Of course I sparred so many rounds. Much to the hate of my past. No, but I'm so thankful. And let me see. Of all those guys I'm mentioning, hold on one second. I don't want that to be in the background, you know what I mean? But I don't think I sparred any of the others. I wanted to spar with Usyk because he was being trained by one of my trainers, which was James Ali Bashir, who was one of the guys that had Alexander Usyk early. So there was going to be an opportunity for me to spar, but I never got a chance to, which would have been awesome for me to do. Who else? But of those, I think that was the only opportunity. I never got with Wilder or Joshua.
So.